there was a lot of uneasiness, and of course a lot of stories going around. I mean, this is the big brick Lutheran church on Main Street. Is there something going to happen to that?
The organist quit, the secretary quit, several council people quit. I think we were down to 3 council members left, or 4 council members. A lot of these people were gone that I had known my whole life as church members.
We just knew that, most of us had been here our whole life, or a long part of our life. We did not want our church to close. We just knew that we had to do something.
Our president and the existing council worked together to have a meeting later in that week. Well, the meeting was scheduled. We had the meeting. It was a very sad meeting, I guess. We all came to that meeting. There was probably 30 of us there, feeling like we had been whipped because everybody was leaving us. When we got done with the meeting, everybody felt better that we knew we had the Synod support behind us. So then we proceeded on from there.
It was important to do our very best and to know how sincere we really were in wanting this grant and wanting our own pastor. We wanted to do a good job on this application because we knew that was the only way that we were going to be able to afford a pastor. We had been accepted to receive the grant. We were so excited. We had interviewed pastors. We had, done different visits to different pastors. And when we found Pastor Rachel, she was an excellent fit.
Well, when Pastor Rachel came, it was like a breath of fresh air for the whole town, I think. It was her energy, and I think people are acting very receptive to that energy, be they Catholics, Lutherans, or whatever. First Lutheran didn't have that kind of a pastor before.
As we got into our time together a little bit, joy started to return to this community. It had not been a part of there hadn't been a lot of joy in their life together. They want to be church, and they feel called to be church in this place in this particular time. And that's pretty special. And the people here, there's such a connection. Many of them have grown up here. They've spent their childhood and their adulthood as members here of this congregation. And they're really just truly wonderful people.
Pastor Rachel Stout was one of those that was available and open to that calling, and we believe is gifted and uniquely situated to be the pastor with the congregation. A grant was applied for that would make it possible for us as a church to be supportive of her full-time ministry related to this particular redevelopment. And we did so with a mind and a heart and an understanding that it really reverberates beyond First Evangelical Lutheran. It really impacts in a positive way surrounding congregation, because they were very supportive of this congregation with prayers and with presence, their virtual presence and relationship. And they are not only rooting this congregation on, but they're also gleaning what we're learning from this congregation on what it looks like to be renewed, or let the Holy Spirit bring something new in their midst.
When she got done her first Sunday, we all really felt good that day. It felt like we had a huge weight lifted off our shoulders.
I know this is where I'm supposed to go because I'm not shying away from the challenges and the difficulties that come with a redevelopment, and particularly here. I get excited about them. I think for the life of the community, life of the area, and for just the life of the church in general, ministry needs to and will continue to flourish in this place.